So today we will start with the topic electric field. What is electric field? Electric field is defined as the space around which a charged particle has its influence. As for example, suppose here is a plus Q charge. Now these three particles A, B, C are there. Then what this plus Q charge will do? Due to this plus Q charge, it will induce negative charge here and positive charge at the top. Similarly, here you see this this body is A plus charge, this one is my body A. Here body B, this will be minus, this is plus. Here also C minus, this one is plus. So what happens? Due to induction, this will generate negative, this will be positive charge, negative, positive charge. So this positive charge has the influence on A, B and C. But here X is far from B, far from plus Q charge. So if this plus Q charge does not influence X. Therefore, this is the area, region or space around which the charged particle is having its influence. So this region is termed as, that space region is termed as what? Electric field, that is space around which the charged particle has its influence. Now see here, as after this, the particle will be what? Attracted towards plus Q charge. So we consider that an imaginary electric field is originating from the plus Q charge and moving towards the negative charge. Plus 2 minus, again plus 2 minus. So these are what? These are electric field lines. And these electric fields, remember that these electric field lines are not visible, these are imaginary lines. Similarly, if there is a what? Minus Q charge, then you see here, this is A. Here, again it will induce plus minus. Here also, due to induction, it will be plus minus. Now you see, as it is negative charge, so here it will be plus minus, plus minus, plus minus. Now you see, again electric field will originate but from positive to negative charge. So here the electric field lines will merge. If it is a positive charge, the electric field lines will diverge. Okay. Now suppose charge Q is there and it is given that the electric field lines are moving, diverging out. So what can we conclude about that charge? That it is a positive charge. Positive charge means charge greater than 0. So this will be the answer. This is positive charge. Okay. Similarly, here charge Q is there and the electric field lines, it is given that electric field lines are merging inside the charge. Therefore what it is, you see electric field lines are getting in. Therefore it is what? Negative charge. So Q is what? Less than 0. This will be the answer, that is negative. Negative charge. Q will have negative charge, this Q will have positive charge. Follow. Next topic what will come here, that is electric field intensity. Now electric field intensity is what? It is defined as the electric field force acting per unit positive test charge. So electric field intensity, electric field intensity. So it is denoted by capital E and it is defined as what? It is defined as the electric field force acting per unit positive test charge. So it is defined as the electric field force acting per unit positive test charge. Now, electric field force acting per unit positive test charge. What is a test charge? A test charge is that which has negligible mass and dimension and can be influenced even by very weak electric field. Now see here, electric field intensity is what? Electric field intensity is defined as the electric field force acting per unit positive test charge. And what is a test charge? A test charge is that which has negligible mass and dimension and can be influenced even by very weak electric field. Now suppose here is a source charge plus Q charge here, and at far distance, that is here, plus Q naught charge, that is the test charge, is kept here. Test charge at a distance R. Okay. So electric field is defined as the force acting per unit positive test charge. This is the electric field. We can also write electric field vector, that is equal to F vector by Q naught vector, or F vector, that is equal to what? Q naught into E vector. This is the electric field. Okay, so electric field is defined as the force acting per unit positive test charge. Unit of E. So unit that is here, this is Newton, this one is Coulomb. So unit of electric field, that will be Newton per Coulomb. Dimensional formula of E. Newton, that is kg meter per second square divided by Coulomb, that is what? Ampere second. So this is M L A minus 1 T minus 3. This is the dimensional formula of, that is electric field. Unit of electric field Newton per Coulomb, dimensional formula that is given. Now, see here, in the above diagram, see here, this is charge Q, this one is Q naught. Force between these two charges, that is F equal to K Q naught by R square. Okay. So force per unit positive test charge, that is what? K Q by R square. And this force per unit positive test charge is what? Electric field. So electric field, that is equal to KQ by R square. So this is in terms of distance and source charge. We can also write electric field vector E vector equal to KQ by R square into unit vector R. So see here, first of all we have defined electric field, that is it is a charge, force acting per unit positive test charge. You have determined the unit dimensional formula. Now in terms of distance here, these two charges are there. Force, that is K Q1 Q2 by R square. Force per unit positive charge, that is KQ by R square. And in terms of vector, that will be KQ by R square into unit vector R. Okay. Now after this, in terms of medium, we can also write electric field E, that is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square, where R is epsilon naught is what? Permittivity of free space. Okay. In a given medium, electric field EM, that is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by R square, where epsilon is what? Permittivity of given medium. So E by EM equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square divided by 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by R square. This Q will cancel, R square 4 pi, or E by EM, that is epsilon by epsilon naught equal to epsilon R, that is equal to dielectric constant K, as we have done in force. Okay. Now again, see here, E by EM, that is equal to K. So electric field in given medium, that is equal to what? 1 by K times the electric field in free space. Okay. So this is the relation between electric field in given medium and electric field in free space, that is in terms of distance r, and second one, that is in terms of charge. Okay. Now see here, I told that electric plus, if it is a plus Q charge, electric field lines will come out. If it is a minus Q charge, electric field will go in. By the way, see here, if electric field lines are given like this, so what we can conclude? We can conclude, suppose electric field lines are moving from left to right. So what we can conclude? That in this region, somewhere here, there is some positive charge, due to which the electric field lines are moving towards right. Followed? Now, suppose these electric field lines are given. So from here we can conclude that on the left hand side there must be some positive charge, due to which the electric field lines are moving towards right. Now if a plus Q charge is placed at A, suppose we are taking this position as A. If a plus Q charge is placed at A, then where it will move? If a plus Q charge is placed at A, where it will move? So now see here, if a plus Q charge is kept here, in that case, these are electric field lines moving towards the right. So we can conclude that on the left hand side there is some source of positive charge. Now if we are putting a plus Q charge here, that means what? There will be repulsion in between the two charges and it will move towards right. So we can write plus q charge will move along the direction of electric field. Plus q charge will move along the direction of electric field. If a minus q charge is placed, so if a minus q charge is placed here, it will be attracted. So if a minus q charge, suppose here we are putting a minus q charge, then it will be attracted. If you are putting a minus q charge, then it will be attracted towards the positive charge. So here charge will move, minus q charge will move opposite to the direction of electric field. Okay, so minus q charge will move opposite to the direction of electric field. Now one question, one short type question they may ask. Determine the force acting on a 2 coulomb charge. Oh wait, the force acting on a 2 coulomb charge is 10 Newton. Determine the strength of electric field intensity. Once more I am repeating the question. The force acting on a 2 coulomb charge is 10 Newton. Determine the electric field intensity. So here, charge that is given to be 2 coulomb, charge is 2 coulomb, and force that is 10 Newton. So electric field that is equal to F by Q naught. Take this one as Q naught only. F is 10 Newton by 2 coulomb. So electric field that is 5 Newton per coulomb. Okay. Next question, that is determine the electric field acting at a determine the electric field acting due to 10 microcoulomb charge. Determine the electric field acting due to 10 microcoulomb charge at a distance of 10 centimeter from the charge. We have to find the electric field acting due to 10 microcoulomb charge at a distance of 10 centimeter from the charge. So here, this is the charge Q, this is 10 microcoulomb. We have to find the electric field intensity given at the point P, which is at a distance 10 centimeter. So here we cannot use E equal F by Q naught. So here we will use the formula electric field that is equal to what? KQ by R square. Or electric field K that is 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q that is 10 into 10 to the power minus 6. This one is 10 by 100. 10 centimeter is given. R is 10 centimeter. So 10 by 100 the whole square. So this is 9 into 10 to the power 4 by 1 by 100. This is 9 into 10 to the power 6 Newton per coulomb. Okay. Next. Next we will come to the properties of electric field lines. See here, suppose there is a positive charge plus Q here, this side minus Q. So the electric field lines will move from positive to negative charge. Okay, so here the electric field lines originates from positive charge and ends in negative charge. Okay, now these are the electric field lines, and remember these are what? Imaginary lines. So here, suppose tangent drawn at any position on the electric field lines. Here, when we are drawing a tangent on the any position on the electric field lines, then we find the direction of electric field. So here we are drawing a tangent at this position. So this will give the direction of electric field. Okay. So from here we are getting the properties of electric field lines. First property is that electric field lines. Write down the first property. Electric field lines originate normally from positive charge and ends normally at the negative charge. And these are continuous lines. So electric field lines are continuous curves originating normally from positive charge and ends normally at the negative charge. This is the first point. Second point you write down. Tangent drawn. See here, I am drawing a tangent here. Tangent drawn at any position on the electric field lines will give the direction of electric field. So when we are drawing a tangent at this position or any other position, that will give the direction of electric field. Third point, that is, two electric field lines can never intersect each other, because if these two electric field lines intersect, then the tangent drawn at the point of intersection will give two directions of electric field, which is not possible. As for example, suppose, see here, this is a positive charge Q. The electric field lines are originating like this. One, okay. These are the electric field lines originating. Now suppose this, here it is given that two electric field lines can never intersect each other. Okay. Now see here, these are the electric field lines. So by the way, if they will intersect, then there will be two directions of electric field lines. So from a given charge, there cannot be two directions of electric field. See here. Suppose by the way these two lines are intersecting, okay, then one direction is like this, second one is upward. So this cannot be possible. Okay, so two electric field lines can never intersect each other, because the tangent drawn at the point of intersection will give two directions of electric field, which is not possible. Next, fourth point is, closeness of electric field lines represents a strong field. Suppose the electric field lines are very close to each other, then that means what? It is a strong field. Again, if the electric field lines are far apart, then it is weak field. Again, if the electric field lines are parallel, so if it is parallel, this represents what? Uniform field. Now see here, so closeness of electric field lines represents a strong field. If the field lines are very close, it will represent a strong field. Far apart, weak field. If the lines are parallel, then it will represent a uniform field. Next that is, next point you write down, electric field lines originating from a point charge is always in integral multiple. Integral multiple means what? It will be always, it cannot be 3.5 lines or 4.5 lines. It will be always in 5,000 lines, 10,000 lines. Generally we cannot count these electric field lines, but it is always in integral multiple, as electric field lines are continuous curves. Okay. Next point, that is, electric field line inside a conductor is 0. This point we will come later on, but electric field inside a conductor is 0. Next, you can see here the electric field lines expands laterally and contracts longitudinally. Okay, electric field lines expands laterally and contracts longitudinally. Next point, that important point, that is electric field at a point due to number of charges is vector sum of all the electric field acting at that point. Okay, so suppose here is the electric point P, charge is Q1, this charge is Q2, third charge is Q3. Net electric field due to these three charges, that is E1, E2, this one is E3. So E vector equal to E1 vector plus E2 vector plus E3 vector. Okay. Next. Now, related to this, sometimes they may ask first question, that is why two electric field lines can never intersect each other. That I have already explained, that the tangent drawn at the point of intersection will give two directions of electric field, which is not possible. Secondly, there is no breakage in the electric field lines. There cannot be any breakage in the electric field lines, because if there is any breakage, this will represent what? The absence of electric field at that position, which is not possible. Okay, next, that is one related question I am giving here. Suppose these are electric field lines, and this distance is given to be d. Here it is, this distance is 3d. This is position A, this one is B. First question they will ask, here the electric field, here it is given, if electric field at A is 10 Newton per Coulomb, determine number 1. Electric field at B. Number 2. Force acting on 2 microcoulomb charge placed at B. Now see here, first of all, the electric field at A is 10 Newton per coulomb. We have to find the electric field at B. So how we will find out the electric field at B? Now from the properties of electric field we know that closeness of electric field lines represents a strong field. So here the distance between the electric field lines, this is 3D. Here it is 3D and this one is D. That means what? See here, the distance between the electric field lines at D and here it is at A. So distance between the electric field lines at A is 3 times that of B. So the electric field at A, that will be what? 1 by 3 times that of B. Or we can say that electric field at B will be 3 times that of A because the distance is 1/3. So electric field at B, that will be 3 times the electric field at A. So 3 into 10 Newton per coulomb, that is 30 Newton per coulomb. Force at B, that is Q naught into electric field. Q naught, that is 2 microcoulomb, 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. Electric field, that is 30 Newton per coulomb. So we can write 6 into 10 to the power minus 5 Newton. Okay, remaining part we will do in the next class. Okay.